Hey folks, I've got some footage from about a month ago, especially for those of you who like farming equipment. It is May 6th, and here at the farm, they are getting out some of the implements to get things ready because eventually it's going to dry up enough to where they can get in the fields.
I gotta move the tractor and ditcher over.
This makes me think of rearranging furniture in the house. So now that Tony doesn't have hardly any more calves, this is going to be the disc bine's home for the summer.
Today seemed like a good day to move some machinery around so we can get the hay bines out. And we already got the chopper hooked up, made sure it all worked, air tires up, moved it out of the corner, put the baler in the corner. Now we're working on the hay bines, but we had to get some small equipment out first so we can get the hay bine out. Yeah, I'm trying to push it down and you could have raised it up. Now let me get the hay bine out first. You're gonna be right in the way, pull out of there.
Now, why do you have two of these? Because I know one.
Backup. That's the backup. This is the one we always use, but if that one breaks, we can go right to that one. It's ready to go.
The tires are a little wonky.
They need some air.
Just air.
Well, they're getting bad, but all they do is drive around here. Now, this could be a challenge, but we're gonna try.
What are you trying here?
Get out of there.
Hey.
I gotta get out, Tony.
Tony doesn't think Gerard can make it out of this tight corner without moving something else. That just fits.
Should be over here. What about that tiller?
It's like watching two women who can't decide where to put stuff. Decide to put the 560 with the loader bucket into that space. They won't need to get to this tractor till later in the season. They use it to help run the auger for the wheat seed cleaning. He doesn't like people seeing how dusty it is. What's that on your pants? What's that on your butt? I don't think that thing's seen the sunlight for quite a while. I mean the tractor. Because you know why? Because you got all these skid steers, that's why.
Quit yawning, Tony. I'm going to raise that up, and you're going to raise that up.
That's a precarious situation.
This is going to have to go right in front of the air blower, right?
Because this is the one you use. So they want that to be handy. Oh, this is their backup generator. They're gonna store it. See how close he got to the wall. 6 inches. Next, it's the water pump. So what were you storing back here? The disc vine?
Yeah. For the winter.
Or both? Both the disc vines?
No, one came from Donnie.
And then they have a sprayer and a 1456 in here. Now what are you doing?
Now I'm going to put some tractors away in the shed because we already got that chopper hooked up, moved over. Everything's, we tried everything, made sure everything worked. But we did find out the tiller we got unhooked because that tractor would get used eventually for raking or tedding hay. But when we were hooking the chopper up, moving it around, we found a small problem on the big tractor, which we'll get to maybe tomorrow or one of these days real soon. We got two hydraulic lines going to the steering cylinder in front that are leaking a little oil. And they got the hoses look like they're getting pretty bad. So
this one?
This tractor right here, if you look right here, you can actually see the oil on the hoses. There's a couple drips down there on the ground, but we got to take both of them off. We might replace them both. They both the rubbers coating's getting really bad, and it's got the wire rubbed raw right here underneath here. And them lines though, they go along the side and they go up. Got to open the hood up and they go back in here.
So on another day, that's what you guys will do?
But we got to get that done this week.
What's the main thing you like to use the 666 for?
That's for either raking hay or tedding hay.
Okay.
That's what it is mainly used for all summer long.
And what about the 766? What do you use that for mostly?
We might use it for some raking or tedding, or either we might use it for pulling haylage wagons out of the field, or just a utility type tractor for different jobs. Trying to race me?
No.
You won't be.
I'm not trying. I'm just really trying to keep up. So what's the 1066?
That we use to help to cut hay, pull silage wagons, run the water pump, just all kinds of jobs. In the wintertime, we keep this big black hitch on the back, and then we can use our that white trailer for dumping dirt or manure or stuff like that. That 3-point hitch.
For that dump trailer?
Yep.
That's your main generator?
That's the main generator. It's going to be hooked up that wall because I can weld pipe in the milking parlor that's rusted off. That's got to be in there, John. But this one will go on the beam plan.
Beam planner.
Yeah.
First thing. And here's one of the 7140s hooked up to the finishing tool for working ground. We've seen this one before. And back there you've got the drill, plus this green shaped like an arch thing goes to the ag bag. Let's go to the north side of this barn and see what the other heifers are up to. Randy just finished bedding. And when they let him back in, they'll kick all this apart. We're in the northwest barns with the youngest of the heifer calves. And they're all penned outside eating. You can see that we're getting down to the last bit of hay, and it's a good thing that we're going to be baling soon. We'll get a couple shots of the sheep because they're out here grazing. Grandpa likes to see his sheep. We want those viewers who requested an equipment tour to know that we're not ignoring you. For now, this episode might be as close as we get for a while. In the upcoming episodes, we're going to be showing more equipment in action, so stay tuned. And as always, have a great week, and thanks for watching.